Hi everyone, I'm Apurva and welcome back to the Capital Net team. With the advent of social media, what essentially has happened is that there has been a certain shift when it comes to using digital marketing and social media marketing as a tool for marketing even in B2B or SaaS companies. In order to understand the nuances of social media marketing when it comes to SaaS enterprises and even B2B startups, we sat down with Mr. Arjun Mohan, who essentially heads the social and brand corporate marketing at Freshworks. Here are some excerpts from that conversation. It is very much dependent on the team that you have there to support these channels, right? So, coming from that, what is the significance of having a good social media team in a startup, and especially in the B2B and SaaS, context? And how do you build that team? Like, what are the key people or the key talent that you should look for?
Okay, so that's interesting because I was reading a report that talked about how brands and brand marketers view social and what they think are the important things and what consumers think the important things are. And it's they're quite aligned, but they also differ a little bit. So from a team point of view, I mean, I think social is really important because what customers look for first and foremost is very good customer service, and what marketers look for, or so let me put it this way: when customers look at a brand's social, the most important thing for them is good customer service. At least that's what the report says. And when marketers look at social, what's most important for them is creating content that is broadly put memorable. Now, in line with that, for startups, it also depends on how big the startup is, but I think it's very, very important to have someone um, who's your strategist, who understands all your platforms well. You want somebody who uh, writes well, has good communication, and not just um, writes well, but is also able to work with this strategist. I think that's very important. You don't want to start off with uh, you know having two people on two different pages. Design is ridiculously important. Um, if you look at any trend report in the last 3-4 years, they'll all tell you that video is important. But if you look at the report that I was reading, which is a scheduling tool that we use, it says that everybody agrees video is important, but you don't really they're not making as much video as even they'd hope for. So it's very, very go hard or go home, and it's very more effort will be more reward. So if you want to set up a team, I would think one strategist, somebody who's doing the writing and the creation for you, a very strong design or a creative team which should have design and a video, and of course most important I think in all of this is to know what the brand is about, like to be very clear about everything from your visual design and visual identity to what content works for you, what content you want to go with. And another thing which might not be directly connected to social, but I feel that at least what I see with brands, what happens to brands or what they do is, I think there is a nice there's a role for someone like a brand custodian to really be there, and I think that that person's primary role is to ensure that everything that's going out for the brand, whether it's social or other channels, they are in line with whatever the brand is as of that moment.
Correct, correct.
So, and the last bit, of course, will be support. I also feel that it doesn't immediately look very important to have a team of 4 to 5 people to begin social, especially when you might not have too many followers, let's say, or you might not have too many customers either. But spreading it thin in the beginning, I would think, would not be a very high ROI for you. So it really depends on, I think, the founder and the people who are running the startup, how important they think brand and social is. I think it boils down to that. But
Correct.
a setup of 4 to 5 people would be a good start, I think.
Correct. As you mentioned, like there is each bucket concentration, right? There is the whole strategy point of view. Then there is also the design, as you said, that the first thing that anybody comes and sees on your social media page is what is the layout of it, what how attractive it is. So very true that you've said. So there's one thing that Arjun have noticed, and especially with social media, is the fact that even though brands, even if they have presence of social media, it is the analytics part that becomes a little tricky for them, right? Mapping the numbers, mapping understanding those numbers. So what are your recommendations as to the for startups to the tool recommendations for startups to manage their social media analytics per se?
So there are a lot of tools now which are getting more and more powerful every time I look at them. So we use Sprout Social, and we're very happy with it because it's a comprehensive suite of features and products that are useful for us. So they have good analytics, they have scheduling, which is very important. They have recommendations within scheduling because AI is now playing a big part in all of these tools. They also have listening to a certain extent, which is actually quite powerful. So a scheduling tool, and our recommendation, because we use Sprout, but there are a lot of them out there. So you can, you can take your pick. Unmetric is another tool that we use. Unmetric is primarily a benchmarking tool. I've been using it since 2017 when I was a social listening analyst in my previous company, and it's a great tool. Like for somebody who wants to play around with, or somebody who wants to be in the realm of content and creative as well as numbers, it's a very nice space, and it's a great tool. It's a big company that really needs to focus intently on listening. Maybe a listening tool like, let's say, NetBase, or something like that would be a great idea. But I swear by my Excel sheets eventually, because that's where it all lands up.
Coming from that, Arjun, we're coming to the last parts of the conversation where I think essentially I would ask you to give a little bit of tips and tricks in order to, make few things work. So first and foremost, I want to know what are the key steps involved in creating an effective social media plan. If you could put down in probably 3 to 5 steps, whenever. How? I mean,
Uh,
I have to tell me if
no,
I'm putting it down very concisely.
no. It's so your question is how do you go about making an effective social media strategy, right? I think number one, be clear on what your brand is. Ask the relevant people the right questions. Get those things in place. If you have a brand book, great. If you don't, make one for yourself in some way, even if it's not the official brand book. Just have some starting point that you're going to. That's going to make it as objective as you can. I think that's my overriding thing. Like ultimately, I think marketing and content is highly subjective. So if there's a negotiation on what should go out between me and somebody who's in my team, um, like I think that there's no harm in playing the boss card if you're not playing it for the sake of it. So okay, I hear where you're coming from. This is where I'm coming from. So let's go with what I'm saying, and that's peaceful. So to make it very objective, number one, understand what your brand is. Second, definitely look at your competitors and see what they're doing across platforms. I think for two reasons. One, to see what's happening out there, so that you can identify differentiators for yourself. You can identify spaces for yourself, and you can also pick up on some things that they're doing. That's a second bit. Third is, see what you could be on each platform that you want. I mean, look at the entire. Let's say there are 7, 8 platforms out there.
Correct.
Instead of initially saying, "Hey, no, man, I don't think I want to be on LinkedIn." Why not? I mean, give it a shot. So see what you could be on LinkedIn, see what you could be on all of these platforms, and then maybe take a call on, for whatever reason, whether it's bandwidth or necessity or requirement or maybe effectiveness. Narrow down on whatever your platforms are. Um, um, Put together a calendar, definitely. Like I think it needs to be a good mix of campaigns and some consistent content that you're putting out there. I definitely say plan to be at least 3 to 4 weeks ahead, at least in like for 75% of your content, so that you're just not firefighting all the time. You're just not always rushing to finish something, this, that, and you can plan your whatever shoots or all of those things. Like I think, I don't know if you've spoken to them, but Sleepy Owl, I'm sure you've heard of the brand. Um, like when I look at it from a social media manager's point of view, and I look at what they're putting out on social, uh, yes, their product is great, but I think the way their content is planned, I think they pay attention to the right things. Uh, so and what allows them to do that is, I think, the strategy that they have. So they are big on Instagram for a particular reason, and that allows them to be as systematic as they are. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, yes, 100%. And with that, the last question I'll ask you is where do you think people go wrong? Especially companies when they establish their social media strategy or a team initially.
I think, I don't think the problem is so much in the team that they build or they don't. I think the challenge is how much effort people are willing to put in. Um, uh, like I said earlier, like I think more effort, more reward, and I think for a bunch of reasons. I think for logistic reasons, for I'm guessing business objectives being different for different teams, whatever that could be. I think it's a lot of effort. Like it's a hassle sometimes to be creating content that people end up creating. It can't be easy, and you have to be at it all the time, and it's tiring. But you have to do it, and if you do it, it'll get you great reward. So yeah, I think that's the main thing.
Perfect. With that, Arjun, I think we've come to an end. I think it was a very interesting conversation for me because this is social media is something that we also look at a lot, and understanding the nuances of it was very important. So thank you so much for your time.